Professional athletes can get contracts that pay them millions of dollars, and sometimes even billions of dollars if they also have endorsement deals. However, despite their big paychecks, many of them end up broke. According to a Sports Illustrated report from 2009, 78% of former NFL players have gone bankrupt or are having trouble paying their bills within 2 years of retiring, and about 60% of former NBA players are broke within 5 years of retiring. Professionals in baseball, golf, and hockey have also had similar things happen to them. But where do all of these millions of dollars go? Take a look at how these athletes lost millions of dollars. Some of them went from being the best at what they did to being broke. Evander Holyfield used to be the proud owner of a 109-room mega mansion in the suburbs of Atlanta. However, CNBC reported that the bank took the home back after he stopped making payments on his $10 million home loan. In the end, rap mogul Rick Ross bought the house for much less than what Holyfield paid for it. The house was first listed for $8.5 million, but Redfin sold it for less than $5.9 million.
They only just want to say, you didn't knock me out.
Luther Ellis played in the NFL for 10 years and made $11.6 million in just 5 years. But in 2010, the Deseret News said that he had to get help from his church friends to pay his bills and even buy food. In 2009, he filed for bankruptcy because he had a lot of debt, including a $1.6 million mortgage loan and too much money spent on cars and jewelry. But Ellis told the Deseret News that the main reason for his multi-million-dollar loss was that he made bad business decisions. Most of it was from bad investments, putting good money after bad money instead of cutting your losses, he said. I'm not one to give up easily, so it was always just a little bit more time, a little bit more money, and before we knew it, I put up the houses and guaranteed the loans. And when they were due, the bank came knocking on my door. Dan Marino, who used to play for the Dolphins and now works as an NFL analyst, owned 1.6 million shares in Digital Domain Media Group, a digital production company started by James Cameron that made the digital effects for Titanic and Transformers and the Tupac hologram that was shown at Coachella. Sports Grid said that his investment, which was once worth $14 million, is now only worth $850,000 because the company went bankrupt.
You know, the players come and go, but you have that consistency there. That's why they win all the time.
The New York Times said that former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson spent a lot of his money on things like jewelry and Siberian tigers. He made about $400 million during his 20 years in and out of the ring. He filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2003, saying that he owed $23 million. He owed the IRS a huge amount of money, about $13.4 million.
He wants to be somebody in his life. Maybe he's the insecure guy. Maybe people don't respect his family. He wants respect.
In 1985, when quarterback Bernie Kosar signed a $6 million deal with the Cleveland Browns, he gave his money to his father. Kosar has said that his father used his signing bonus to buy cars and pay off his own mortgage. Is There Life After Football says that there is life after football. Kosar lost $15 million because his father didn't take care of his money well. He loaned money to friends and family that never paid back, and they helped him make bad investments that didn't work out. Mike Tyson is not the only boxer who owes the IRS millions of dollars. Floyd Mayweather's nickname is Money, but he didn't have enough of it to pay the IRS what he owed in taxes. At least, that's what he said in response to a lien the IRS issued in 2015, as reported by Deadspin. Even though Mayweather made $200 million for one fight, he asked the IRS for more time to pay the $22.2 million in taxes he owed for the year. NFL quarterback Vince Young signed a big deal with the Tennessee Titans for $25 million, but just 7 years later, he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, according to Sports Illustrated. Publication got court documents that showed Young had between $500,001 and $1 million in assets and between $1,001,000 and $10 million in debts. Young said that during his career, he didn't pay attention to what happened to his money because he trusted his financial advisor and his uncle to make decisions for him. He was also too kind. He bought a relative 2 cars, built a house for his mom, and took his teammates to the Cheesecake Factory for a $15,000 meal. NHL player Jack Johnson signed a 7-year, $30.5 million contract with the Columbus Blue Jackets. However, his parents mismanaged his money and left him with nothing, so he had to file for bankruptcy.
Nobody doubted each other for a second, or doubted that we would come back, once we started rolling there again in the second.
According to court documents, his parents took out loans based on how much money he would make in the future. These loans totaled at least $15 million over 18 high-interest loans that were not paid back. Forbes said that his parents also bought a beach house in California, cars, and paid for travel to see him play. Johnson didn't know about all the things that were bought in his name, and he was sued more than once for not paying back loans. Bleacher Report said that Warren Sapp played in the NFL for 13 years and made about $40 million during that time. According to a bankruptcy filing he made in 2012, Sapp not only spent all of his money, but he also ended up owing $6.7 million. A list of Sapp's assets showed that he owned 240 pairs of Jordan shoes worth more than $6,000, a watch worth $2,250, and a lion skin rug worth $1,200. This suggests that Sapp lost his money because he spent too much. Mark Brunell lost the $50 million he made as an NFL player because he put it into businesses that failed. Action News in Jacksonville, Florida said that he put his money into 9 businesses and ventures and that 5 of them failed. Champion LLC, a company that bought high-end investment properties, was one of Brunell's biggest financial mistakes. When the real estate market crashed, Brunell lost everything he'd put into the company and ended up owing even more because he had taken out loans to buy the properties. Tiger Woods' divorce from Ellen Nordgren was very public and ended with a very expensive settlement. TMZ was told by people who had direct knowledge of the property settlement agreement that Nordgren would get close to $100 million. Forbes said that since he turned pro in 1996, Woods has made $1.4 billion just from sponsorships, so this isn't a big deal for him.
A lot of different things happened to it and had a lot of different procedures to it. I said, no, that's not going to be your worry. Your worry is going to be more of your back.
In 2010, NBA player Antoine Walker filed for bankruptcy because he had spent or lost all of the $110 million he made from his career and from endorsement deals. Sports Illustrated says that Walker lost all of his money because of his expensive lifestyle, bad real estate deals, gambling losses, and helping out his friends and family financially. The magazine says that he used to pay 30 to 70 of his friends and family members. Allen Iverson's career earnings were estimated to be $154 million, but it was widely reported that he was either broke or in debt after a judge ordered his checking account to be garnished in 2012 because he hadn't paid back $662,540 in debt and interest to a jeweler.
The easiest thing in the world is to be yourself. Everybody else taking up, why not be you?
Bill Lyon, a reporter for the Philadelphia Inquirer, said that he wouldn't be surprised if Iverson had really spent all of his 9-figure fortune because he had seen the athlete spend money on things like a personal hairstylist who went to games with him, multiple trips to the jeweler, and entertainment for his many fans. Which athlete are you surprised to see in this list? Let us know in the comments section below.